Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitchin',
episode 197.
4 plus 3 plus 40 plus 5 plus 40 plus 5 plus 50 plus 25 plus 20 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 197 because math.
She did it.
I did it.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
Hope you're doing well.
Hello, people.
Hope you've had a good week.
Yes.
And if you've had a less than good week, we hope that
We make it better.
we hope that spending an hour or so with us
Brightens your day.
makes you think about fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Fun stuff. Because that's what we're all about here.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
If you've just found us, a special welcome to you. If you're one of our regulars, welcome back.
Yes.
And we're always happy to see, although we can't see, we're happy that you're joining us.
Yes. Very much so.
As you might be able to tell over Stephanie's head, it is still bright and sunny here, even though it is 6:32 p.m. So it's been a very sunny day here. We have skylights at our house, and it's always brighter than usual.
Yes.
Nothing too exciting this week.
We did want to, first and foremost, say a very happy birthday to our sweet friend Crystal.
Happy birthday, Crystal!
She is Crystal from Crystal and Lisa of Stitching the Dream.
Right. So
go over and check that out and wish her a happy birthday. We love you.
Yep, we love you.
And we have a little bit of a StitchCon update. And that is that we are still working our way through the wait list. We are still on target to open the wait list back up on the 1st of May, so that is still the plan. And that will be, I do want to make it very, very clear that when that wait list opens up, that is for this year's event only.
Right.
So it's not going to be like, oh, I'll just put my name on it in hopes for next year.
Right.
Don't do that.
It's for 2021.
It's just for this year. And we do have more openings at weekend B than we do A, but we will, at this point, we're still mathematically got it figured out that if you get an invoice and you pay your invoice and then you get the form and you pick a weekend, you get which weekend you pick.
Correct.
So if there happens to be a time when B is the only one with openings, we'll make that very clear in black and white on the information that you get. But
right.
And then also for anyone who is either attending one of the 2 weekends this year or is just plain curious, I worked yesterday for a couple hours on the StitchCon website, and there is now a new tab that says 2021 FlossTubers. And so on there is a full list of the 85 FlossTubers that will be attending StitchCon this year. It's a comprehensive list, so it includes both weekends. We did not separate it by weekend or any of that. We are going to leave it up to the FlossTubers independently to let their viewers know which weekend they are attending. But one thing I can guarantee you is that regardless of what weekend you're attending, there will be a multitude of FlossTubers there for you to meet and for you to enjoy, and maybe some new to you FlossTubers that you did not know, and all of the wonderful things. So that is the StitchCon update for this week.
It's a cool list of FlossTubers, even if you're looking for new channels maybe to check out.
Yeah,
go over to the website and go to that list, and it just takes you right to their channel and so forth and so on. So
yeah, I'm just looking at my calendar. So next week's video, which will be on the 25th, that will be the last video before the 1st of May. And so I will have a really good idea of if it will be a couple days before, a couple days after, right on, how that will work on the 1st.
At this point, you're saying around
May 1st, yes.
Right.
So the best place to get the most up-to-date information about that wait list, for those of you who are not currently on the paid attendees list, is that website.
Yeah.
So, because the Facebook group is only for paid attendees, so.
And the website is linked below.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay. So,
let's see. Next, guess it's time to think about Mania for some people.
Yeah.
And we did have someone ask during the past week. I have been trying to figure out what you guys are talking about when you talk about Mania. Could you explain? So we're just going to keep this really, really brief.
Okay.
A short background and where it stands right now. So as I understand it, back in 2015, there were a group of cross-stitchers who decided to do something that would occur during the month of May and be sort of a challenge in general.
A stitching challenge.
And they originally came up with the idea that you started something new for the first 15 days of May. And they called it Stitch Mania with a Y. Okay, so
Mania with a Y.
We are in 2021. We are 6 years going on this. I think that original group formed a Facebook page called Stitch Mania. As far as I know, it is the largest membership Facebook page for cross stitch.
For sure.
That being said, they are the admins for that group. Garrett and Katy have decided to archive that group, which means it will still exist, but there will be no additional posts after June, I think, May or June of this year. Okay, so that being said, that kind of exists on its own, but people will do something during May if they are cross-stitchers, if they are interested in it. It's totally optional, totally personal choice. Right. And I think the underlying theme for these past 6 years have been that mania, craziness. Yeah. Think outside the box.
Manic.
So,
wild crazy.
For the past 6 years, I think...
Banana pants.
You can stop anytime.
Okay.
I think for the past 6 years, different people, including FlossTubers and people who have blogs and people who are on Instagram, have either done a traditional mania, which means that you go by the year that you're in, and you would have that many new starts.
Yeah.
That's the traditional mania.
Correct.
However, more and more people are being conscious of their whips and deciding on how comfortable they are with their number of whips, and have come up with all kinds of variations on this theme. All kinds of variations.
Yes.
You might have a whip mania. You might have a smalls mania.
You might have a monogamania.
You might have a monogamania, meaning you stitch on one thing all month.
Yeah.
And we did the traditional start something new for 18 days in May.
We did.
In 2018. We had just started this channel.
Brand new starts.
Well,
we've been on FlossTube for a year.
Right. We had been on FlossTube for a year, and so we thought, let's jump in.
When Mania rolled around in 2017, we started our channel in May.
Right.
And I just started teaching like 3 months before, and I was like, that's a lot.
So let's wait till let's wait till next year. Yes. Okay. So that's been the only year that we have done a traditional mania was 2018.
Yeah.
And I still have 2 whips in my whip pile that are from
2018.
Stitch Mania 2018.
Yeah. I don't know how many. I have probably a lot more.
She probably has a lot more. But she's got a lot more stitching years ahead of her than I do. So, here we are. It's 2021, and we're already seeing people getting ready for Mania, deciding what they're going to do, what kind of Mania they want to do, posting about it, kitting things up, doing whatever they want to do. Yeah. And it is so fun to see everybody getting ready for Mania.
Because so many people do it so many different ways, so it's really interesting to see how people do it.
Right. So, for anybody who is outside the cross-stitch world, we know we have some viewers out there who just like watching us but do not cross-stitch. that's what Stitch Mania is.
Absolutely.
For us personally, looking forward another 3 weeks. I know what I'm going to be doing for Mania this year. I think Stephanie's playing around with a couple of ideas. It will not be traditional Mania, and that has nothing to do with what the Facebook group is doing.
Oh, yeah.
That is totally Garrett and Katie's operation.
Right.
That's it in a nutshell for Stitch Mania. And I'm pretty happy with my decision as to what I'm going to be doing during the month of May.
We're going to talk about that next week, right?
And we'll talk some more about it next week.
About what our plans are. Because next Sunday is the last Just Keep Stitching episode in April.
Right. But for now, let's do a hashtag.
Let's.
All right.
So our hashtag is hashtag Stitch Harmony. It is our attempt at connecting stitchers together who live geographically close to each other. And so this came about, in case you're new and you're like, where did this come from? We are super lucky here in Cincinnati that we have a really vibrant stitching community, and we have a lot of people who stitch locally, and that we could gather with and be together in stitching. And however, we realized that not everyone has that, and so it's our belief that you all have people that stitch in your town, cities, wherever, and maybe you just don't know about it, because maybe you don't have a local needlework shop, which is kind of like the local watering hole where you all can meet, and I'll find that out. And so we want to bring you guys together if we can, because having a stitching friend that is near you is something very special and something that enhances, we believe, your stitching. So so we just want to help in any way we can.
Right.
So this is our attempt at doing that. So every week we pick a featured Stitch Harmony commenter. We'll talk about what that means after Pam reads this week's comment.
Right.
Which is it? What is it, Pam?
This week's Stitch Harmony.
Who is it?
It is Katrina T.
Katrina.
And
hello, Katrina.
This is what she wrote. She said, I would like to make an attempt at hashtag Stitch Harmony. I live in Great Falls, Montana.
Whoa.
I have been quilting a lot this year and started seeing cross stitch on the quilting videos I was watching, and finally just had to join in.
Yep.
I am in a pretty rural area, so I don't know if there will be anyone near me, but how cool would it be if there were?
Okay, so let's find out where Great Falls, Montana is.
Let's find out where Great Falls is. It's a pretty good-sized city, I think, in the state of Montana.
I don't know. Literally, my roommate from freshman year of college, her last name was Maine, like M-A-I-N-E, which was funny because I went to the University of Maine. I was obviously from Ohio. She was from Montana. And she went to UMaine to study oceanography.
Interesting.
Anyway, Great Falls.
Yeah.
Great Falls, Montana. Okay. Oh, there is a, it's by the Children's Museum of Montana and also the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center.
Right.
I don't know what that means.
I think we've been there on one of our trips west. I think we've been too. Because I think we went to that Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center.
Little did I know, I've been there. So it's north on 15 from Helena. It is basically like smack dab in the middle of Montana, a little bit west of center. Yeah. So your capital is the capital Helena?
I think so.
Or Billings.
Ooh.
Now,
somebody will tell us.
Nope. I'm going to find it out. What is it? The first thing when I type in what is, Google comes up with what is a sextant. Anyone?
I think that's because that's in our Google history.
Followed shortly by what is a boatswain.
There you go. See?
What is the capital? Nope, not of Australia. Of Helena. Okay. Yes. Okay. So.
All right. Well, we're getting away from our.
Yes. Okay. So sorry. All right.
Focus here.
So. All right, so there's Helena, and there the red dot is Great Falls, okay? And that right south of that is the Lewis and Clark National Forest, which sounds fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. So how does it work, Steph?
So basically how it works, oh, it looks really pretty there. Sorry, coming to visit. So how it works is if your ears just perked up because you live in, around, nearby, within driving distance of Great Falls, Montana, and you are looking for a stitching friend, or you have a stitching group that has maybe an extra space for sweet, sweet Katrina, then please comment below on this video and say hello. I almost said hello. Hello, Katrina. My name is, insert name here. I live in, around, nearby, within driving distance of Great Falls, Montana, and I would love to stitch with you. And then it is up to you, Miss Katrina, to read through the comments and see if there's anyone who has reached out to you, and then you guys can start a conversation and all that. It's my opinion. Is, okay, so when I lived in Maine for 8 years, I felt like when I would drive from my apartment in Bangor, Maine, and I would like go down to see my grandparents or whatever, that's 2 hours away, okay? It didn't really feel that long to me when I would travel that distance. Like, it was like, oh, I'm just going to Portland, right? Because it's so far between big things in Maine. And I feel like that same sort of philosophy is similar in Montana.
Yeah, it's probably
like 2 hours to everything, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and so I feel like even if they live in Helena or whatever, Billings, then maybe that's close for you. So,
who knows?
Who knows? We'll be very, very excited to see how this works.
Because, how does it work?
It works if you work it.
There you go.
That's how it works.
Okay. That means it's time for... Pam's pinned comment. Pam's pinned comment is the one comment of all the comments we got after last week's video
that
tickle my fancy.
I like this motion, Pam. This is funny. I can't do that with just the top of my finger. Oh, yeah, I can.
Well, I didn't.
Can you do it?
No, not just the top. Unless you're double jointed or something. That's pretty good. That's probably...
Yeah, I can't do it with this hand.
Well, whatever. Jesus. Talk about a tangent.
This is a talent show over here. What can you do?
I can see all these viewers out there taking their needle out of their hand and going, can I do that?
Can I do that?
Anyway.
Anywho, so sorry, Pam's pinned comment.
Pam's pinned comment came to us 6 days ago from Susan GM. Hi, Susan.
Hello, Susan, General Manager.
General Motors? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, this is another husband story. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't have one. I get a kick out of husband stories. Yeah, we have no husbands here. So
nope. 2 cats, no husbands.
Fresh
out.
Anyway, so Susan says, I have to tell you, I enjoy watching you each week. I find myself laughing and looking forward to your next video. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A funny story.
Tell us.
I was trying to figure out how to get the video to link to the TV in the bedroom, as my husband was watching God knows what in the living room. Well, I didn't realize at first. Somehow I linked it to the TV he was watching in the living room, until he comes in and asks, are you watching two ladies talking about cross-stitch? To which I replied, yes. He said, well, they're on in the living room. I'm still laughing about it now. Now he says, when he hears your voices, are you watching the ladies again?
Well, nice. That's sweet that he calls us the ladies.
I know. We sound classier than we are.
I know, right?
Anyway, thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Susan.
That did what, those kind of stories do.
Also, technology is funny.
Yeah, it is funny because we frequently switch between what we call regular TV and the stuff that we can get with our Roku. Right.
Streaming.
Which could be YouTube, it could be Netflix, it could be Amazon Prime, Hulu, whatever. And so we're always switching back and forth. And we only have the one TV. So it's not a matter of the bedroom and the living room and all that kind of junk, but technology, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Let's talk about stitching, shall we?
We shall.
All right. What have you been stitching, Stephanie?
Well, Pamela, I have been steadily working on my Santa's Village by Country Cottage Cheetah Works. So I told you all that I would bring over the things today. So this is the printed out layout of all 12 of the charts. Okay, so I have completed this one, I have completed this one, and I will have this one done by the end of the night. That is the one I've been working on, has been the North Pole Post Office.
How cute.
And so they all come in these individual charts. Then there are Just Another Button Company buttons that go with them, which I will be putting on at the end if they fit. Because I'm stitching mine on 40 count linen in the color Vintage Country Mocha from Zweigart. And using 1 strand of floss over 2 linen threads. I'm using all the called for colors. And first I'll show you just what I've done, the post office portion. So that is the post office. Look how freaking cute. So all I have left to do is literally the red spaces up here. That's it. And then that one is done.
Are the letters supposed to be on a clothesline?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
From the pole to the post office?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what it looks like, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see it clear on your stitching, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so, and I don't know why, but I tell everyone this every time, that each chart is majority DMC, and then there are a few overrides, at least 2 in each installment. And that's really the only time that they're ever used is in the one chart. So, for example, this light pink shade on the front of the house, that is Blue Coat Red from Weeks Dye Works. And then the red that's in the pole and in this side of the house, that is Turkish Red, which is probably my favorite red of all time, from Weeks Dye Works. And then the roof is Hazelnut from Weeks Dye Works as well. And then this is the first 3 installments all together. So that is what they look like. So the only thing that's missing on them, I mean, pretend like all the red is filled in on the top. But there's French knots on Santa's eyes. And then the buttons, which I will wait to see if they fit. Because the call for is 32 count. And so I'm stitching mine on 40. So there might be some that fit. There might be some that don't. Right. So I'll just kind of wait and see how that goes. Then I wanted also to say that when mine is totally done, so this up here, I'm doing the red and white, like candy cane, I call it. And it has it here and here as well. I am not doing it in the middle. I will do this one up top, and then I'm going to add one at the very bottom.
What was your reasoning for eliminating those rows?
It takes forever.
Oh, okay. Just a time thing.
Yeah, it just takes forever. I don't necessarily think it's important.
Okay.
It drives me crazy.
Just curious.
So yeah, it just drives me crazy, really.
Okay.
I've toyed with the idea of, like, instead of doing, because I am me and the way that I stitch, I have to, like, so it's 2 stitches across, 4 stitches down. I have to do, like, the 8 stitches, tie it off. 8 stitches, tie it off. 8 stitches, tie it off. So it's time consuming because I don't carry, because I don't like how my stitches look when I carry.
Yeah,
and
you're pulling it toward.
Yes.
Yep, I get it.
And so, because that is important to me, and so it just is time consuming. But I've toyed with the idea of, like, maybe making it shorter or something, but no, I'm just going to take them out.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. And then, as promised, I'll do this week as opposed to next week, because I'll show it to you when it's all done next week. But people seem to really get a kick out of my snowflake-ology. And how I hear a lot of people say, I hate doing snowflakes, they're just blah, blah, and I hate doing them too, or I hated doing them, I should say, because I never knew how to attack them. And so what I've been doing is I always make a working copy of the chart, and then, so this is what I do. So, see the lines? So I'll do this section, then the middle section, and then that section. And then I do this half, and then that half. And it just helps me get a visual on, like, what sections of the snowflake to do and how to complete them. So I'm not sitting there going, like, well, should I go left or should I go right? Or blah, 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 blah. And then, as you can see from the eraser marks on this, sometimes it changes. So, so I have the papers for my working copies of the last 2 installments, because the first one I hadn't figured this out yet. Yeah. And then that way, because a lot of the snowflakes are the same as you move through the piece. And so I can just pull this out and say, like, oh, that's how I do it. Oh, that's how I do it.
Cool.
And to be fair, there are other Country Cause Needleworks winter Christmas charts that I do want to stitch. I have in my stash.
They might have the same style snowflakes on them. There you go.
So I'll just save that.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Yeah, and I'm really, really liking this. I'm really feeling like I will just move on to the next block as soon as this one is done. So, that's what I've been working on. What have you been working on, Pam?
Pardon me.
Pull it together, please.
What have I been working on?
Yes.
Well, I've been doing WIPGO, as a lot of you also have been doing WIPGO.
Yes.
And my goals for April were 10 days on Summer Haven Inn. Okay, whoops, I finished it. So,
whoops.
That's great. So when I went back to stitching, pretty much after last week's video, it was time to turn to the second one that was called for April, which was Berry Bowl Sampler, which is this right here. It is
a Market 2020 release.
It was a Market 2020 release, and it is from Heartstrings Samplery and the Scarlet House.
Yes.
And it is done... the main suggested way of doing it is to do it on 2 separate pieces of linen, either yourself or you and a buddy, and then they're sewn down the middle. So we decided when we did our big start bonanza for Startober with our Whistle Stop group, Stephanie said, let's do Berry Bowl Sampler. You do one side and I'll do the other. So, Berry Bowl Sampler came up on my WIPGO board for April, and I had made a very measly start on my side, and I'm doing the Scarlet House side. So, this is over here, and I'm doing it on Wren, 32 count.
Which is the call for fabrics.
We have to both do the same count so that when you sew it together in the middle, everything matches up.
Correct.
So I had done a very measly start, like really this little black bird way up here.
That was like it.
Back in October. And then I had not touched it since then.
Yep.
So let me tell you, this has been a delight.
Has it now?
It has.
I'm so happy for you.
On my WIPGO board, my goal for this was to do 8 bowls.
Yes.
Just came up with it arbitrarily.
I think that was like half of the bowls. I think there's 16 total bowls.
So my goals for WIPGO are yearly goals, and some of them I will not meet. Others
there's 16.
I have met already, and that's great. So, but I want to show you. This is on Wren, and I finished my 8th bowl this afternoon.
See, I told her she could get it. She was like, it'll take me a whole year. Oh, please.
So
Please.
I was able to X out this square on my board. Isn't that great? But look how pretty this is. Wow. Right?
Look at that big old bowl.
It shows up so good on camera too. I'm thrilled. This is the little black bird. That's all I had done last October.
She did all of this week.
So
this week, people. This week.
So
I stitched a house. That was it.
Yeah, but I have a lot more time. True. I don't leave the house.
True.
So isn't this so pretty?
It's amazing.
2 birds on either side. I'm using the call for overdyes Weeks and Guest.
Yes.
And this tree here has an over one bird on
the
it.
bowl.
What did I say?
Tree.
Well, they kind of look like trees, don't they? So
no, those are berry bowls.
So on the top of this berry bowl, there's an over one black bird. So
this is my favorite.
Let's hear it. This one was yesterday. Mm-hmm. This pinkish one, is it focusing?
Yeah.
Can't tell.
Yeah.
And then today I did number 8 down here. And I just think that the picture on this pattern does not do this justice at all.
Nope.
I mean, it is wow. It is just not bow wow, but I mean
bow wow wow. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Isn't that a song?
But it just pops, doesn't it pop on this fabric? It's just fantastic. So,
it looks beautiful, Pam.
I'm pretty happy with it. And does anybody else do like we do? We kind of run our fingertips over their stitching.
It's just fun to touch.
Just because we're just so happy that it came out so nicely.
Yes.
And it's just
fun to touch.
It's just fun to touch. Does anybody else do that?
Nope, just us. Cool.
Anyway,
Pam and Steph, those freaking weirdos.
This is my WIPGO board. And I have a needle minder up here that looks like a bingo card, and I just put that there. But I color code mine random colors for the ones that have been called.
Oh.
And then when I've met the goal, I gray them out. So both of my goals for April, she called 3 and 21. 3 and 21. Is that right? Yeah. 3 and 21 for the numbers for April. And then I have had 1, 2, 3 other finishes already. And, you know, this is just for fun, people. This is not a race. This is not a competition.
No.
This ain't any of that.
Nope.
And some, I won't meet my yearly goal. I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care.
It's just for fun. So anyway, I
don't care.
That's what I'll be. That's what I'll be stitching. That's what I've been stitching this week. Here, I'll take it over here.
Are you sure?
Yes. Positive.
Don't let me stop you.
No. So,
okay.
We have some things back from the framer and the finisher this week.
Yes.
So, let's talk about
that.
Back from the finisher.
Those were our whips of the week.
Oh, whips of the week.
Just moving on too quickly. Those are our whips of the week.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay. We have a couple of smalls that Barbara did as hard finishes.
And Barbara is the owner of Keepsakes, which is our local needlework shop, also my employer.
Right. And she does hard finishing at Keepsakes.
Yes.
Barbara does. And so I wanted to show you a couple of things that Stephanie brought home from Keepsakes that I had given Barbara to finish. This is called No Vacancy. It's by Marjoleine Baston, beautiful Dutch designer. I have a lot of her charts. I don't know where this particular chart came out of. There was a booklet that showed 3 birdhouses, and I don't know.
Don't you have another one stitched out that's
framed? I do, and I don't know the title of that one either.
Yeah.
But anyway, see how beautifully she finished it into a little flat fold, and did the DMC twisted.
Super cute.
Yeah, just love it.
Super cute.
That's one.
Yes.
And then she did the same basic thing with this one, which is Halloween sampler from our lovely friend Cecilia at Heart and Hand.
So cute.
Many years ago. That is a ghost. It doesn't show up
on camera quite as well.
Delineated as it does in person. But again, it was out of the under the bed box.
Didn't that one come with the fabric? I thought that was one of those ones that was like a kit situation.
I think it was. So
it's not your
it might
fault.
have come with the back button too.
Yeah.
I think so.
And I think you're correct
and
about
then
that.
the same kind of
So
fabric
pretty.
board with the ribbon to make it stand up. And isn't that cute? So
Love it.
2 smalls back from the finisher.
Yes.
And then I was going through the Under the Bed box several months ago, back in the fall, I think, actually. And I came across this piece from Fancy That. It was an older designer. And it was incomplete and just needed a few buttons sewn on it, Jabco buttons sewn on it. And it was stitched on a stitch band. So along the sides, it's somewhat patriotic. So the colors woven into the edges.
Wait till you see. Extremely.
Red and blue. Okay.
And then it was scalloped.
And then it was scalloped.
Yeah.
So back 2 or 3 years ago, we had been thrifting, junking, whatever you want to call it. And we had come up with
Shopping.
a frame for, 50 cents, $1.50, that had a couple of mats in it and a fakey foo piece of paper in the middle. And we had purchased it that day, and it was out in our stash room. And so I took this and I sewed the rest of the buttons on and wandered into the stash room and put my hand on this frame.
Yeah.
That already had the mats with it. And I laid it down and I went, well, that works perfectly. So again, even though, what?
I was just going to say, because you didn't want, I think typically that it was supposed to be done finished as a wall hanging.
Yeah, with the little dowel and, very 80s.
I was going to say, but it looks real dated if you did that.
Yeah.
So that's why I shouldn't do that.
Yeah. But
it fits perfectly
this
in this
frame was literally $1.50, I think.
And so...
And I gave it to Steph to take to the shop.
Yeah, because I was just going to say, because Barbara, the framing status at Keepsakes is that Barbara does not do custom framing anymore.
Right.
But if you do what we did here in this example,
you happen to have the frame.
Have a ready-made frame.
Right.
You can take that in and Barbara will frame it for you.
Right. And so Steph brought this home Friday as well.
Sure did.
And I'm thrilled. When you think about the time, you've spent the time stitching it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I know it's the time and the enjoyment and the
process,
the
and all
comfort of, the activity and everything like that. But I just thought, well, this will work. Let's put this on the wall.
Sure.
So here it is. It's called Long May She Wave. It's an old, like I said.
It's a little bit patriotic.
From Fancy That.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. The glare.
Yeah, but that's okay.
So I'll do this like we usually do. And I'll try to...
Sorry about the glare.
Yeah.
Just is what it is.
Yeah. So you can see the very right and left edges show the weaving of the red and blue in the band.
Yep.
She kept both mats.
Yep.
And all the buttons are in. And beads. There are beads. So,
it's so cute.
Yeah. So, a very small investment of finishing. And the time I spent stitching it.
I love the buttons. They're so cute.
Yeah, there's a drum button. There's the drum right there.
Yeah, and then the birdhouse.
And there watermelon, the birdhouse.
And bring it down. Show them the... I just pointed at the camera. The beads up here.
Oh, yeah, the beads and the flag. Yeah.
She's so cute.
So, it's...
Now it's not under the bed anymore.
No, it's not under the bed anymore. So there you go. Where we put it?
Wherever you want to put it. It's yours.
Well, let's put it...
What do you want to do, Pam?
Back
Figure it
and
out.
forth. Yeah. So...
Well, congratulations, Pam.
Yeah, so that was nice to get that done and for a relatively low cost.
Love that.
So, alrighty.
Alrighty.
Now it's time for...
Never am I ready.
Never are you ready. Never, never.
Promotions.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
That was really great, actually, I think.
Was it good?
It was.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the part of the program where we talk to you about the Twin Peak Primitives pattern of the week.
Correct.
And so for those of you who are new, every week we pick a chart by the wonderful twin sister designers at Twin Peak Primitives. And we pick a chart that we love, that we think that you will love too. And we are working our way through their Needlework Expo releases. And I think this is the 4th.
We said 4th last week. We've lost track.
Yeah.
There were, I think, 6.
There were 6 total. I know that much.
So I think we're at 4th, and last week might have been 3rd.
Okay, whatever. So, so how it basically works is that we pick a chart that we love. We think that you would love too.
Right.
And then we tell the twins, they say, okay. And then they make it 20% off for all of our amazing viewers. So this week, the pattern of the week is what, Pam?
It is called Strawberry Hill, and I wish I could remember who I was watching on FlossTube a few days ago. I think it might have been Kathleen at Kathleen's Trodden Trail.
Okay.
And she was saying everybody's stitching strawberries these days. And
yes, I would agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
I think it's kind of like a deal right now.
It is. Strawberries are the deal of the week. They are.
So we're going to show you the new pattern.
Yay.
Just released at Expo. Yeah. Strawberry Hill from Twin Peak Primitives right here.
Congratulations.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes, and so if you love Strawberry Hill as much as we do, and apparently everyone else who's out there stitching strawberries, and you want to add this strawberry chart to your collection, you can do so at a discounted cost. And however, there's only 3 different places where you can go to get that chart at a discount. You can get a instant PDF download from either the Twin Peak Primitives Etsy shop or their website, both of which are linked below. If you would rather have a hard copy of the chart, that's great. You can do so by purchasing it from Threads Entwined, which is an online needlework shop in Northern California. I've also linked below. There's no need for a discount code. It's already put in there for you, so you're good to go. And it will be discounted for 1 week. And then while you are there at any of those places, the Twin Peak Primitives website or Etsy shop or Threads Entwined, any of them, please make sure that you check out the Springfield 1817 sampler. And if getting a check for $1,000 sounds like something you'd be interested in doing, then we recommend purchasing Springfield 1817 sampler.
This is going to be a drawing, folks.
In
lieu of a trip to Europe, the twins have graciously and generously decided to award a cash prize of $1,000 to anyone who has purchased the Springfield 1817 sampler from any of those 3 places.
Yes.
The website, the Etsy store, or Threads Entwined from Trish. So, you know, it's a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned.
You net $9.80.
Yeah. So make sure that while you're over at any of those places picking up your pattern of the week, that you snag a copy of Springfield 1817 so that you can be entered in a chance to win the huge cash prize that will be drawn at the end of August.
Yes.
That'll be here before you know it,
yes,
folks.
It will.
Okay. That means it's time for
mail call. Okay.
Okie dokie.
If you've been following us the last 2 days,
about that?
2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks.
Then you've heard us, mostly me, talk about our sweet, sweet Lois. And I bet you all were wondering why we didn't give a Lois update at the top of the hour. And that's because we got a letter from Lois.
We did.
And
if she's listening now, she's probably glad that it arrived in time for us to read it this week on FlossTube.
It did. It did. So we can let all of you know what's going on with Lois.
It came addressed to Schaffner.
Schaffner.
Right.
So, and then this is the outside of the card.
Mm-hmm. Probably members of her family.
Well, I'll read you Lois's letter.
Yes.
Okay.
She signed the card, Lois, but then she enclosed a separate typed letter. Lois can type.
Because with her talons, you know?
Right.
With her talons, like she's a hawk. She's a house sparrow. Okay. Dear Pam and Steph, and all of you.
Yes.
It's me, Lois. I just wanted to ease your worries about my absence. You see, the little nest cave that you so kindly allowed me to construct in your garage was, in fact, a decoy.
Oh.
It was part of my brief stint in the FFWPP, Feathered Friends Witness Protection Program, where I hid out in Mason, Ohio as a hard-working single mother. I get that. For your own protection, I cannot go into details of what all exactly went down, but as you can see from my picture card, I have flown the coop and successfully reached the safe shores of France.
Oh, she's in France.
France.
Yes.
Here I was able to reunite with my Parisian cousin Bernice, who is introducing me to the Tues of French society. Thanks for providing me with a safe landing spot and for not using your weed whacker regularly. Love, Lois.
So, aren't we all relieved?
Aren't we all? So, there's Lois. Sweet, sweet Lois.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is her cousin Bernice. And a friend, I assume. So, I'm just so glad
she's
that
in France. She's probably pooped out, don't you imagine?
I would imagine so. That's quite a flight. So,
yeah.
And then she signed the card, Merci et salutations, Lois.
Lois. Whoever.
Lois wrote it. What do you mean, whoever? It was Lois.
Well, aren't we glad that we heard from Lois?
Thank you.
We were worried.
We were all worried.
And, you know, it's a regular animal kingdom around here.
It is. Straight up Lion King, okay?
Anyway, what else came in the mail?
Okay, so, this package arrived. There's lots of, I almost just said yummy, but that was not an accurate statement. So this is from Paula. Mm-hmm. So, Paula sent us this really cute, funny card.
Yes, love it.
That's me.
More birds.
More birds. Into the birds. All about it. And she sent us, she actually had communications with Pam.
Yeah.
But she sent us a bunch of amazing items.
Right.
Okay, so you talk about that.
Well, she emailed me and she said that she had a collection of charms, silver charms, and they included charms that had to do with the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
And obviously I don't want to risk taking them out, but this is the packet of charms for Wizard of Oz, and you can see there's a house in there, and there's Toto, and there's a witch face. And, you know, she had all of these charms, and there's the broom.
And the hot air balloon.
There's a little corn cob.
There's a ton of charms in there.
It's really quite a...
For the Brooks Books Wizard of Oz that you're doing.
Yeah, and...
Potentially.
Then there's a whole packet in here of other charms. That are...
Just
really
a good
cute.
variety.
I mean, if Jan is doing some finishing for us, and one of these applies to the
item
pillow, you know, we can just give it to Jan and she'll sew
attach it right on.
There's a pumpkin and a spider and a bat and an owl in this little packet. Then in this packet, there's...
Are those like the Christmas ones?
I'm gonna look. There's a Christmas stocking. There's a pine cone, a snowflake. See all the pine cones there? Cute. And there's a stocking. There's bells. Yeah. So those are going to come in really handy.
Super handy.
When Jan does our soft finishes, because those add so much to the pillow, and Jan knows right where to put it on and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
So that was the initial thing. Was I interested, or were we interested in getting some of these charms? And I said, absolutely, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, then she sent more than she said she was going to send.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
And so she also sent a couple of needle minders, one for me and one for Pam.
Right.
And which is very nice. And
needle
then
minders or needle, what are those?
These are needle minders.
Oh! I didn't see those when the mail came in.
Yeah, you did, but that's okay.
Okay.
And then she also made these floss drops.
Right.
One for me and one for Pam. And she made these freaking adorable little... Can you see the... See, mine has a little paw print and a cat face. Look how freaking cute that is. There it is. There you go. With the little balls of yarn. It's so cute.
Mine has the pink breast cancer ribbon, and it has a little tree for genealogy, and it's
just
all
super
on
thoughtful.
This cute ring of floss drops.
Yep. And then,
amazing.
And then she sent, okay, so, remember a couple weeks ago when I said, a little known fact about me is that I love Law & Order SVU. Well, I'm sure that you all have seen this, but I have a tattoo. I don't think I've ever really talked about it on the...
You just showed it on camera. I was going to say, people are going to ask you what's your tattoo.
So, I realized that, so I'm going to talk about it right now.
Okay.
So, I have a tattoo. I got it in... I was in college. I want to say like 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
And I need to have it touched up and redefined. But it says fearless. So, what I did was in high school, well, story time with Steph. So, in high school, I had all my closest friends write on a piece of paper one word that they would use to describe me. And I put them all in a box. I didn't look at them. They didn't sign them. And then the day that I was going to go get my tattoo, I went to the box and I pulled out a word. And whatever word it was, unless it was like a profanity, because I had friends that would do that, then that would be the word that I put on my wrist. And so I pulled out fearless.
I'm glad you didn't pull out a profanity.
Well, I wouldn't have tattooed it on myself if it was a profanity, Pam.
Okay, good.
And so it ended up being fearless, and it is centered on my wrist. I don't know why it's looking like it's not. But anyway, so that's the one tattoo that I have. And I really haven't talked about that on this channel. But Sweet Paula sent necklaces for both Pam and myself.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
This is what mine says. It says fearless.
Isn't that something? Who knew?
Paula!
How could that happen?
Paula.
Yeah.
You didn't even know. And there's also a little bee charm, which is really cute. So,
yeah.
Thank you, Paula.
Mine
I love
also
it.
has a little bee charm that is kind of copper colored. And then I have a charm on it that says peace, brave, strong, happy, thankful, compassionate.
All the words to describe Pam.
I don't know about that. But anyway, it's lovely. And the sentiment is lovely. And it kind of in a circle is nice.
It's really cute.
Yeah, it's just lovely, Paula.
Yes,
thank you. And
she sent a few other little goodies, some nail files and some pens and stuff. So
yeah.
Thank you so much.
But it was very, very thoughtful. Nice package.
Yes, love it. Okay. Next in the mail is from Anna. And yes, Anna in Virginia. Okay. So this is the card that Anna sent. And so she said that after 30 years, she decided to get back into cross stitch. She found us in July 2018 and watched every episode. God bless you. And she just wanted to send us a package of goodies, which is lovely. So, package of buttons. These are super freaking cute buttons, by the way. And then she sent some stuff for Pam and then some stuff for me. So she sent me this Bothy Threads full kit. Isn't that freaking cute?
Yep.
I thought that was wool for a second. With the fabric and everything. Love that.
Yep.
And then, Owl Forest Embroidery has a kit or a sal for the Wizard of Oz. It's a chart. That's the Emerald City. Anna was going to stitch it, has now decided not to stitch it, but when she was planning on stitching it, she was going to stitch it in Mrs. Sada's silks. And so she bought them all. Well, now she's not going to stitch it, so she sent the silks to me.
Yeah.
Just sent them to me.
Yeah.
So, there's so many silks here.
Right.
Like, so many.
Right. There's a few.
Like, they're all so pretty. Like, look at this one. Look at it. I mean, Anna.
Yeah.
Holy guacamole, Anna.
Right.
Look at this. They all have names, which is nice.
Right.
Look at them. They're so pretty.
So she did a Mrs. Sada's silk conversion.
She sure did.
Yeah.
And so now I have them, and
I don't think we have any Mrs. Sada silk.
we did now we got tons.
Now we got a whole packet of them.
whole slew of them.
Thanks so much for the Mayflower stamps too. Thank you.
Yes.
Those
much appreciated.
I love.
Yes, we love that so much.
So that was a really nice package.
It was very, very much. Okay. Now, the next item up in mail call, which I believe is the last item. Okay. Is from Judy with an IE. Okay. Judy with an IE lives in Reedsville, North Carolina. She is so sweet. She also, in addition to being a stitcher, also has an Etsy shop. And her Etsy shop is called BuckleberrieQuilts.
Right.
All one word.
Right.
And berry is spelled with an IE, just like Judy is spelled with an IE.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I have been a lurker on her Instagram page for a while.
Yeah, I have too.
And I don't know if she noticed that I liked every single one of her photos or what it was, but I've been seeing what she's putting out there, and so she reached out to me maybe a couple weeks ago, and she wanted to know if it would be okay if she were to send us a package and share her project bags on our channel. And let me just, before I go any further, just say thank you, Judy, for asking.
Yes.
We very, very, very much appreciate
Right.
the asking.
Right.
It means a lot.
Right.
And of course I was like, yes, absolutely. And so she wrote us a very, very, very sweet note. Gave me all the details. I will, of course, absolutely be linking Judy's Etsy shop in the description box below, so you can go check out her shop.
Right.
She has told me that she is all prepped and ready to go.
Yeah.
So, we received the package this week, of course.
And I suggested, because of the way this came packaged,
Yes.
I wanted to show off how it came.
Yes.
Because these are vinyl front bags, and they were shipped flat. And I appreciated that.
Yes.
And I think Stephanie did too.
I do.
So, I'm going to show you that, and I'm sorry for the crinkle, but this was just very impressive.
So we'll show you how they were packaged, and then we'll pause it, and we'll unwrap them, and then we'll
come back.
Yeah.
Okay? So, this is the back. Isn't that pretty?
So, Pam.
The shine is from the cellophane.
Yeah.
And look at this. She's got everything aligned and laid out inside, and these came so beautifully packaged and cushioned and everything.
Yep.
So,
okay,
you want to show yours?
And so that's the back of mine.
Right.
The cats on the bikes.
Right.
And then look at how mine was laid out.
Yeah.
So the zipper fob zipper pull, and I'm not 100% sure what that is yet because I haven't opened it, but everything just with so much care was.
And it wasn't, you know, any other reason than to show off how you ship this.
Yes.
Judy, because we were very, very impressed.
Very impressed.
So we're going to pause the video and take everything out and show you.
Yes. Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
So, just to let you know, we unwrapped everything. First of all, there's a little big-sized lobster clasp here, and she attached 321 to that, which is nice. You could attach anything to that. You know,
your scissors,
or a little card that says what project is inside.
Or your floss ring.
Or your floss ring or whatever.
Yeah.
She's got her little label here that says
Love that.
BuckleberrieQuilts sewn in.
Yep.
And then this is the zipper pull, and she's put a fabric pull and also these cute little red stars.
Oh, cute.
And it's extremely well sewn together, folks.
I mean,
it's just gorgeous.
And really high quality vinyl, which I love and appreciate very, very much.
Right.
And, okay, so then the front of mine, well, you saw the back, with the cats on the bikes. They're so cute. And then, so she put a skein of DMC on mine as well here on the side. And then mine has a little cat and a paw charm here, which is so cute. Just exquisite.
Yeah.
Exquisite. And so it's a great size, a standard size, you know. And then I would say a little bit taller than a standard size. I think width it's standard, and then maybe a little bit taller, which is great. And then this is her business card.
Yep.
And then, of course, like I said, I will link her Etsy shop below for you, too. So
she sent me a great card.
Yes.
With Frederick the Literate, which is a Charles Wysocki piece.
Yes.
And actually, we have the kit to cross-stitch this.
Yep.
And the stickers on the envelope were book-related, which so thoughtful.
Hey, guess what?
What?
So this is my card, and then the artist is Marjolaine Baston.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Everything tied together.
Thank you so much, Judy. I'm
absolutely
so excited. So please don't delay. Go over today. BuckleberrieQuilts, all one word.
Right.
Berry with an IE.
She's ready for you.
She is. She's got plenty.
Operators are standing by.
Correct. So thank you so much, Judy. We love your bags.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect.
So.
Okay.
That means that it is time for the haul portion of the program.
Yeah. I don't have any, so you're yeah.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I have some stuff that belongs to you, so it's okay.
Right.
Okay. So,
Put down Buckleberry. Okay.
Of course. The note-taking is my responsibility, Pam. I don't ever let you down.
No, you haven't.
So,
I had a momentary lapse.
Yeah. Okay. So, last Friday, not 2 days ago, but a week ago, 2 days, was the first Friday night bite night for BeStitchMe fabrics. If you are unfamiliar, I will link the BeStitchMe Facebook group below, which is where Friday Night Bite Night happens. It's basically where the amazing and talented Brandy at BeStitchMe it's technically 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, right? Post albums of fabric, and she's got them, you know, labeled by linen and even weave and Ada and all of that. And there's a bunch of pictures of fabric, and the first one to say, "Me please," gets it.
Right.
And so I've been playing now for probably 4 or 5 months. And so I've got it down to a science. I will not be relaying my secrets, okay? But I really enjoy it. And her fabric is amazing. And so I want to show you what I got. Some of the pieces are 36 count, some of them are 40 count. And some of them have names and some of them don't. So this is a fat quarter of 40 count linen, and it does not have a name. I'm big on the neutrals, people.
Her serging color, and this is orange.
Yes.
Is
serger thread color.
Her serger thread color is indicative of what count it is, which is kind of a cool system.
Yes, yes. Love that. Then this is, so I believe that the colors that have names can be replicated and purchased on her website, which I'll also link below. So this is a fat quarter of 40 count sand dune, which is a little bit grayer than the other one. I'll show them all together.
It's hard. They don't translate well.
I know they don't, but trust me when
listen to me.
Yeah, right.
Video.
And then this is a fat quarter of 36 count. Does not have a name.
No.
It's a little bit more orange than it's showing, but
yeah.
And also we have a beauty filter on. Smooths out our skin. So sometimes it mistakes the neutral fabrics for skin.
You can't see this big birthmark I have.
Yeah, you don't see this big red spot. No, okay. And so sometimes it mistakes fabric for skin.
Yeah, that's what it's doing.
And it tries to smooth it out. So that's
why. But it's worth it for the beauty filter people.
Believe us. Believe us. Okay. And then I got a full yard.
Yep, she did.
Of 36 count, not another sampler from BeStitchMe. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
And first of all, the name is just hilarious. I love it. And I am thinking that what I'm going to stitch on, at least part of this, is the Letters from Mom by Jeanette Douglas.
Right.
So
I think that'll be pretty.
Yes. So these are the fabrics all together.
From BeStitchMe.
From BeStitchMe. See, you can see the difference there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I don't know if I don't think I want a giveaway. I just think it was like a thank you gift. I don't know why, or like it just cause.
Usually you're notified.
Yeah, if you win a giveaway, and I don't think I did, but I don't know if it was because of after a certain dollar amount you get it or what, but
yeah, you broke the ceiling.
Yeah, right. Or if she just sent it out of the sweet kindness of her heart.
Right.
But you guys probably saw these in Pam's St. Patrick's Day box from BeStitchMe.
Oh, right.
And they're her custom wood thread drops.
Right. They're
awesome.
They're super, super great.
I love them. And so she sent those. And then she also, just 'cause, sent a package of the Silk of the Month March 2021 5 Shades of Gray silk pack.
Right. And it wasn't listed on the invoice, so we're thinking
thank you.
It might be a thank you gift. We don't know.
So not only did she...
But that's fabulous. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Brandy. And so we wanted to pay it forward.
Right.
So she...
Whoops.
Not move the camera forward. So she didn't send one, she sent 2. And she didn't just send one, she sent 2.
Right.
So we're going to give one of these away this week. One of these away.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So... if you would like to win the BeStitchMe giveaway, then you need to...
I know. I've already thought of it.
Okay, fine. Say it.
How about...
Oh, let's pick one of these. Let's pick one of the names of them.
I was just going to say... Well, I don't mean to say no. But my idea was to use... Since these are 5 shades of gray...
Yeah.
And these are thread drops. Use drop and gray.
No, that's going to make for some sad comments.
Oh, okay.
Drop and gray. I was thinking...
All right, you go with your idea, Steph.
Okay, well...
You know.
4 out of the... Thank you. I will. 4 out of the 5 of these colors have names. So there is, this one does not have a name. And then there's Artemis, Smoke, Moon, and Chains is the last one. So
they all sound pretty dreary to me.
Use the word moon in a sentence.
Moon.
Moon.
Oh, that's going to.
Please keep this family appropriate.
Right. PG, please.
Yes.
For moon.
Moon.
Because the children are watching.
The children are watching.
Right.
So
and the husbands.
Yes. So you will, if you win, you'll win one of the March 2021 Silk of the Month packs, and then 1 pack of the thread drops. So it'll all come together as one set, and we can be twinsies.
There you go.
Yay.
Okay.
Then we are.
Yep.
Nope.
Switch. Not that it matters.
So we are in the Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club from Crazy Annie Stitchin'. And we just received the February 2021 fabric. So before we show it, I just want to make a disclaimer is that I do know that there was a shipping delay coming from Color and Cotton to Crazy Annie.
I think they had a dyeing problem.
There's some sort of something happened. So I know that if you just heard me say this is February 2021 fabric and you're like, but it's April.
Yeah.
Yes, this is true.
They'll catch up.
But I just don't want it to sour anyone's taste about it. That's what's going on.
No.
So if you are in the club and you don't want to have it spoiled for you, then fast forward 40 seconds.
Right.
But the fabric of the month for February 2021 is Cottage Stone. And I get 40 count linen, of course.
Right. And I get 32 count
linen.
I don't know what I was searching for.
I don't know what you wrote there.
But anyway, it's very similar.
Yes.
But in person, it looks
a little bit different.
Somewhat different.
And from the direct Fabric of the Month Club, you get 32 count Lugana.
Oh, is that what I do?
Yeah. And then what's fun about that, being in both clubs, is that the Color and Cotton Club are new colors that Angela's coming up with. The club from Crazy Annie is some that are colors that are already in her repertoire.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Cottage Stone I've actually stitched on. You know my little curious bunny?
Oh, that's right.
Cottage Stone.
Yeah.
Beautiful color. Okay. So now let's show you some new charts, because got all this fabric, new charts. So first is new from Stacy Nash, which is the Rose Cottage Sampler Pin Keep.
Yep.
So pretty. I think there's a couple fabrics here that would look really good on. Just saying. And then this is second in the Fall is in the Air series from Little House Needleworks. The pumpkin in the house. And then this is them all together. The first 4 have come out, and I really love them all together. So I'm going to stitch them like that. Yeah. And then new from Madame Chantilly. This is Hello Spring.
Cute.
Look at those bunnies. And the carrots. So cute. So cute. Yeah. Cute. Okay. Then the last little item.
Not so little.
Another bag maker that I have been lurking on is Stitch Folk.
Right.
And I am of the understanding that if you watch Brenda and the Serial Starter, you know all about Stitch Folk.
Yeah. They've been showing off her bags for a while.
Yes. Okay. And except that they go so dang quickly that I had not had an opportunity to get one yet. And I had seen one, and I wanted this particular bag.
Yep.
And so I set my alarm when she said she was going to have a restock, and I was ready. I was ready. And I got it. And so Stitch Folk is on Etsy. I will link the shop below. I also recommend following her on Instagram. And Stitch Folk. And this is the bag I got. So red is my favorite color. They come with a nice handle. Look at the back.
Yeah. So pretty.
So pretty. I love it. I love it. And then also with it comes a little coordinating thread bed, if you will. I don't know if she has another name for it, but
no, I think she calls them thread beds.
And then this like fleecy stuff. I don't know, I'm not a quilter, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
And it goes right in the bag, so that's cute.
Yep.
And they match. And I think that there is also like a green colorway of this fabric, but look how freaking cute.
Very, very pretty.
Yes. So I will link Stitch Folk below, but like I said, also go follow her on Instagram.
Then you know.
And then you'll know when restocks are coming. Okay.
Right.
And so, oh, I am not ready. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I'm ready now. Add to cart. Okay, I just realized that we're good if I breathe first. If I go like, then we'll say, it's just like mail call. If you listen when we say mail call and I go, then you know when to say it. It's a thing. It's fine. We're all fine here.
We're all fine. Okay.
Okay, fine.
All right. We want to take a moment and thank everybody who has used the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description box. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
When you use the Buy Me a Coffee for our channel, you are buying a framing donation.
Yes.
And hopefully you will see the fruits of your donations when we show framing and finishing, like we showed this week and like we will undoubtedly show next week. So, hashtag liberate the UBB.
Yes.
Thank you to everybody who has donated this week.
Yes.
We're going to have these the list again.
Please.
All right. I will start.
Okay.
So, thank you for contributing and supporting our stitching journey and this channel.
Yes.
Eileen, Sherry, Gloria, Terry, Tammy, Allison, Lynette, Melissa, Oh So Pretty, Susan, and Pamela.
Pamela. Pam just handed me this like this. Okay, huge thank you to Nell, Anne, Adele, Karen and Adam, Sherry, Shelly, Polly, Rosetta, and 4 anonymous donations.
Right.
So,
thank you so much.
Thank you all so very much for your love.
The link is in the description box below.
Yes.
It is totally optional, but we thank you for your contributions.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about plans for the week.
Okay, Pam.
What are your plans?
My plans are to work. What?
I don't know. It's like you're just thinking about it now.
Yeah, I am.
Look, she's checking her calendar.
Oh, I had it in the count. Okay, never mind. The show that. Okay, never mind. Just I gotta work and stuff, you know, and stitch. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Because I my second COVID shot is not tomorrow. It's a week from tomorrow. Oh. And then I get my haircut at the end of the month. Oh. So.
Okay.
Nothing exciting this week. So next week, stay tuned. My plans will be very exciting.
Right. We did go to the showroom and looked at all the materials out of which our deck will be made.
It's going to be amazing.
And after a couple of follow-up questions are asked and answered, well, we asked the questions. We're waiting for answers back.
True.
We're probably going to go forward with this particular company.
Yeah.
They are literally a bike ride away. So
we're not riding a bike.
No, I know. But
you're not maybe ride the bike.
They're very close. They're local, and that's always nice. So, but for sure. Maybe word to the wise, I don't know. I had marked my calendar in 2021, having held off a lot of things last year, to start getting estimates and bids on the deck in March of this year, last month. The gentleman at the company on Wednesday said that if we were to give them the green light that day, the soonest they could get to our job is September. So I think we're like a lot of people who held off last year on things.
Yeah.
Maybe not you, but whatever.
Whatever.
A lot of people are doing the same thing. So that's fine. We do have a wooded lot, and so we're going to hope that things get done before the leaves start to fall. Yeah. Because even though we're going to go with composite material and everything, he said it's very important that you keep the accumulated leaves off the deck. So that was exciting this past week, and so we're looking forward to getting our questions answered, hopefully in the next couple of days. Yay. But we are looking at this going forward several months away. Right. So anyway, in terms of the coming week, I don't see anything big on my calendar either. Okay. It's getting close. We are going to have to start mowing around here.
You're funny.
Yeah, I roll it out and she takes over from there. Yeah, spring is here.
It is here.
The trees are budding. Yes. Then, other than stitching, let's see. This is the what? This is the 17th?
Nope, 18th.
18th. Okay. So I'm going to be getting back to my October cottage for the I'll Be Home series and finishing that up before the 25th. Yeah. I have a couple of other things that I could pick up as well. And that's about it. So pretty uneventful around here. Our 2021 calendar is
filling up fast.
Filling up with some trips after the middle of the summer. Yeah. When hopefully the COVID situation will be even better. So we're looking forward to that. And that's about it. A couple of people noticed we talked about going out to the national parks because of that chart that Stephanie finished when the kids were little. And Stephanie mentioned this cute little picture of her amidst the buffaloes. Don't spit.
I was not amidst them. I was just standing in front of them.
It's a cute little picture, and we're going to leave you with that.
Yes.
I'm thinking...
Right after we say bye.
Yeah. How old do you think you were? 5?
I'm terrible at guessing ages, so I have no idea.
You're probably... No, you were older than 5.
Like 7?
You're like 7, I think.
I don't know. I'm younger than I am now.
Yeah.
And... really cute. I need you to make sure you notice the shoes. Yeah. Also the haircut.
Yeah. Remember we talked about the bowl cut. You know, she was the perfect kid for a bowl cut.
I was.
Perfect little girl for a bowl cut.
Yes.
Okay. So that's about it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. If you were stitching, hope you got some stitches in while you were watching. Yeah. And we'll see you in a week or so.
We sure will.
In the meantime, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching.
Bye!